Welcome back, Five Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, Five Aces here. Is it over, Yuri? No, Comrade Premier. This is only the beginning. That's right. We're back in part number 2 of our best of 13 series between, or best of, 27 series between Mr. FazzerX and Mr. Blackened. And I have since confirmed, or people have confirmed to me, that Mr. FazzerX is actually indeed a newcomer. And apparently someone who has been proficient in other RTS classics. The classic go-to career of an OpenRA player is traditionally the StarCraft 2 route. You initially, I guess, you just lose out in StarCraft to the APM battle, and then you realize, okay, I need to switch to something over less APM intensive, and then you transition to OpenRA. Kappa. It is still a very much skill-based game, and there you're kind of, if you're a good StarCraft player, you're gonna find an easy foothold in the OpenRA community, because it is really the basics of RTS that all apply here. Scouting, denying information, expanding, getting your expansion timings down, climbing up and down the tech tree, knowing to use which unit and when, backline raids, frontal assaults. You know, it's all the good stuff that makes an RTS engaging to watch. And Mr. FazzerX has so far delivered in spades. We're gonna keep a close eye on him. And yeah, just honestly surprised, because it honestly was a bit like reminiscent of Happy style with the multi-prongs, but I guess... Oh, that's so smart! Blackened going for 2 grenadiers and immediately tackling the forward command center, or... No, not the forward command, the tech center. So, denying the easy access to vision here. Blinding him on the right eye, I guess. Just like, you know, Lady Justice. Okay, so the forward command has been established. A really nice repurposed asset, by the way. In the original Red Alert 2, you may recognize it as the Soviet command structure that is used in a campaign. You can even see the hammer and the sickle in all its pixelated glory, the pixel sickle. Yeah, let's see where these builds take us. There is going to be a War Factory rush for Blackened. Kind of a greedy build, but he's got a Flame Tower ready to soften any blows brought upon by early rushes. Also, I want to highlight this map. Yet again, this has another really interesting color scheme that's called Darkwood. Yeah, Duskwood, not Darkwood. And it makes everything look like... it reminds me of some of the Stalker, you know? It gives off some Stalker vibes with those dead trees, sometimes even purplish. Okay, lots of infantry early action from FazzerX. I'm just happy to have genuine newcomers in the community who are tearing up the competitive scene. Yeah, there is also something else I want to highlight. There is Ruggle Season 14 on the way. The signups are open right now. So please, if you feel an inclination to prove your competitive mettle or test your competitive mettle, then just sign up right now. It's completely free. You're gonna get a cash prize. All good stuff. All right. As a compensation for the tech center or the comm center being blown up earlier on, FazzerX is taking the comm center right on the side of Blackened. And his rifle infantry are not moving. They're basically just holding the ground. Ooh, holding the ground for the cap. This is going to be a dangerous escape though, but... Ooh, yeah, this is dead. There was no way he was getting out of there, because this tile is blocked. Lots of infantry pressure. Pillbox being built and immediately sold. That must have been a misclick, because that's not a cost-efficient trade. Here comes the service depot. That's going to be grounds for an MCV. Lots of civilians roaming around on this map. This can sometimes be annoying, because you wanna deploy your expansions in the right spots. And look at this. There is a crowd. There's just a, I don't know, some heavy metal concert, some debris. Oh. I would not like to build a base here, because there's gonna be civilian casualties. Right, back to player vision we go. Top right, oil derrick has been claimed by Whiten's invisible hand. Super annoying, by the way. The double flak trucks still pelting away at something. Oh, the light tank. Right, the light tank is the right answer here. It's eventually gonna catch up, because this flak truck has nowhere to go. Whoop. Nice turnaround. Nice turnaround, but Someone is gonna intercept. Yeah, FazzerX is not letting this one slip away. Immediately splitting up his infantry as well. Look at this. Gorgeous. Really well played. Good intercept. Goes for an immediate eco-transfer as well, plus the harvester, so there's gonna be a FazzerX-shaped refinery coming online soon. There is already a refinery. Ooh, this is a gem mine. Yeah, top right has already been established and fortified for Blackened. FazzerX is doing so now, but he's got his harvesters on transfer already. So, his eco is stalling a little bit. We're gonna take a look. 29 under 32k. Right now, by the way, the scoreline is 2-1, so everything is still up there. Ooh, this has been live streamed by Mr. Caution. The sneaky engineer from Blackened went all the way to the other side of the map. Oh, this engineer ain't gonna make it too far. MCV in a very compromised spot. Trying to establish a wide frontier, but there is only one medium against 2 heavy tanks. This is going to be extremely dangerous, depending on the position of the tanks, though. Maybe a misposition from Blackened. Let's see. If he can cut off the rocket soldiers, then that would be really good. Okay, he's fighting into a base disadvantage. I feel like, yeah, this is heavily favoring FazzerX. Despite all the beefy heavy tank front lines, this is an immediate wipe. This has been a great trade. All the tanks have been shaved off. Ooh, we're gonna take a look at the combat tab after this one. Not as high of a disparity as I would have suspected, but he pushes back the MCV. And thus, Fazzer is trying to camp the barracks. Okay, Harvester is being sacked, but the MCV gets away. Ooh, Tesla coil has been established. FazzerX just being a little too cautious with the trigger finger. And I think he's gonna let the MCV get away. Yep, MCV is getting away indeed. Oh no. Oh, this Tesla coil is allowed to live, really? No, okay. Was just about to say. Second war factory already coming online from Blackened. What a bold move, Cotton. Right hand side. Lots of multi-pronging going on. This is really hard to deal with, if we're being honest. This is always tough to fight out in such a position. You're being pressured on multiple fronts. Oh, really good, he saved the rocket soldiers here. Neat. Love this color scheme on the sandbag walls. They do not look like sandbag walls. Mechanic has been added to the roster, but the army is looking very depleted. FazzerX has basically nothing to his name after this terribly skewed engagement that went really, really south. Yeah, that went the way of Down Under. There was just one way that the economy graph is looking like, and it's like the inverse of food inflation, of the food inflation graphs for 2022. RIP. RIP in pepperonis. Harvester is being pulled offline just for 3 of those dudes. A little backline attempt at doing something, but didn't accomplish all too much. Right, FazzerX needs a lot of time to catch up now. How's the econ looking? It is still looking okay-ish. He's got his expansion saturated. He's got the gem mine still. But the army. Oh! 6 heavies rolling his way. So this was basically a game where it was just trading blow for blow. It was not really the time for finesse. There is a time for finesse, and then there is the time for the all-ins, and this was the latter. Yeah, it's looking really, really good for Blackened, who has basically not lost much in this engagement just yet. Raider, though. That one is extremely forward. I know that feeling, my friend. Okay, he's trying to frantically hide behind the pillboxes. Trying to create a kill box here, but it isn't looking too good. What is the focus fire looking like? Can't highlight it with the shift key. Interesting. Yeah. This is still 5 heavies on the prowl. The counter engagement with the mechanic, that's not too bad. Gets a couple harvesters down at least. But how are you gonna stop this? Ooh, that is costing him so many assets. Raider Dome is going down. Harvester actually did a good job defending here. I'm not gonna lie. Traded way above its weight class. But there is still so many heavies here. And that's gonna be a dead FCOM. The Yak is online for scouting information. Oh, it ain't looking too hot. FazzerX, my friend. You got duped. Yeah, the ore truck husk burning out, but at the end of the day, the gem mine being lost is just an irrecoverable loss on this map, as well as a tech disadvantage. I'm not liking FazzerX's odds in game number 4, but there is plenty more. Plenty more to come. I feel like the double War Factory build from Blackened, it's kind of a signature style, but it has actually been relatively successful lately. V2s, 3 V2 launchers. Beautiful. Just outside of range. Well, not anymore. Pop goes the weasel. Alright, the V2's going melee mode. Going full on berserk. The heavies are still around, and obviously they are so mobile, infantry can't really catch them. Man, it's just a train of heavies wreaking havoc in your base. That's no good. No bueno. I know what it was trying to do here, was trying to target fire the rocket soldier, but if the enemy units are too close in proximity, then that doesn't work. Then the Yak cannot retarget. Wow, good crushes though. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, no space to dodge. What the actual hell? Look at this, an entire platoon being flattened by 3 mediums. Wow. That was certainly something. But look at the army graph. There is no recovering from here. Harvesters have been systematically dismantled as well. This is just a matter of time. This is just a formality to be played out. He's trying to win. He doesn't have any savings though. So what FazzerX is trying to do now, he's trying to win off of tech, but he's already behind the tech, 1 tech level. And if you're up against Radadome, it is super hard. Usually, if you're behind against a Radadome player, what you can do is you can overpower them and try and take the map, because traditionally tech units are not the most mobile, especially the allied units. Soviets obviously have the Yak at least. But, yeah, GG. But he had no avenue back into this game here. There was just nothing was playing out in his favor. There was also tier 3 on the way for Blackened, and that would have been probably demo truck. Mammoths. Good enough. Okay, that puts us at a 3-2-1. But we're gonna be back in game number 5. See you in a hot second.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Alright. Guess the name of the next map. You'll never guess it. I just looked it up. Cow level. Created by I Like Men. I like the layout. You know what? Are those actually assets from Diablo? This would be so hilarious. I mean, in Diablo style anyway. In case you don't know, if you're someone who is kind of new to the history of gaming, I guess, Diablo, there used to be a rumor that there would be a cow level in Diablo, as in the Blizzard ARPG game, and that did prove to be false, but as a joke, then Blizzard implemented a cow level into Diablo 2. And yeah, it was just as you would expect, an entire field where we would just go around slaughtering cows. And that is kind of, I think that's some of the assets that have been used. Dry Stone Wall is not a part of Command & Conquer anyway. Not the originals. Like the layout, looks really cool. So, as for the map layout itself, relatively close oil derrick, and you can't really snipe that over the wall, I think. I think from this tile, no, even from this tile the rocket soldiers won't be able to reach. So you'll need something with a higher range. Ooh, the armies are just missing each other. Ships passing in the night. And FazzerX is going for... Ooh, he's going to cut off the engineer. That's going to be a really nice early win. That was picture perfect timing. Beautiful. And on the other side of the map, there is going to be a 20 stack plus grenadiers. And that has been completely unscouted. But FazzerX does have a couple rifles around his barracks. So he is not not all hope is lost, let's put it that way. Oh, here's the first Gren. That one ain't gonna connect. The ore truck is actually doing a decent job just buying some time. Yeah, I think this ain't gonna amount to much. Yeah, Harvester just by itself can finish the deal here. Here's the pillbox, and thank you, good night. Can't even opt to sell it off now. Then that would have been a good trade. Good early game for FazzerX. It's looking really strong now. So this time around, Blackened is going for the left-hand Derek, but he's smartly redeployed his engineer, such as to not be a scout. And Blackened went for lots of... Oh my goodness, is that a single... No, triple refinery build. Triple refinery into War Factory. I'm not sure if I'm too sold on that one. There is 3 harvesters out now for Fazzer, and he's got his third refinery, 4th harvester on the way. So it's looking kind of good for him. Really stable. Is there... Oh, there would almost have been a possibility for a snipe. Had he paid a little attention there, he would have seen the capture bar. And you can then force fire into the shroud and try and guess the cell of the engineer, because that's one of the distinctive highlights of the distinctive gameplay features of OpenRA, that weapon range for infantry is higher, for most infantry anyway, is higher than their actual line of sight, because they all have basically the exact opposite of 2020 vision. Those guys are absolutely blind. They are moles running around with spectacles and magnifying glasses because they can't see shit. They can see basically the ground that is 3 feet around them. And they can fire more accurately and in a wider arc than they can see. Which doesn't make a lick of sense, but here we are. What is this build? Oh my! A thief rush! I dig. It's a really cool idea. I mean, he's trying to throw everything at the wall here, see what sticks. This is a very experimental build. Lose the early game. Go for a tech rush with two thieves as well. What the hell? It is going to be met with a staggering, overwhelming amount of forces here. And if this goes bad, just saying, if this goes bad, this APC is basically an all-in basket. That's... Yep! FazzerX is not trying to do any experiments here. My goodness, if he captures the MCV, that would be so insane. I think Blackened is just trying to show off basically all the units. Oh no, oh no. Oh, nice! Sends back the ore truck just in time, keeps it moving. Little does he know that there is a second thief. Just waiting. Just prowling. Yep. Oh, pillbox has been deployed. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And thus the thief is running into a pillbox and not accomplishing a damn thing. Right, this is a very strong start for Fazzer, who has now found his way into the eco lines with a light tank raid, no less. This, oh, GG. Just gotta say, this series keeps on giving. So that puts us at a 3-2. Blackened just not seeing his chances anymore in this game. I doubt he would have been out really, but this was highly experimental, so he knew he was behind. And against a proficient player, that would be hard to come back from. And I just don't know if that was a series of training matches where probably he was trying to coach him and just teach him new strategies. And this one just backfired. That's certainly what it looked like. But yeah, he was super far behind. Earnings graph actually took a dip here for Fazzer, but that was just the harvesters being pulled offline. Alright. We are going to be back with more. See you in a sec. I want more of that. And also I want more of experimental Blackened. I think that style suits him, even though it didn't work here. You know, being creative and trying to make things work is not usually something I'd expect Blackened to do a lot, because he likes his winning strategies. But yeah, him having those wacky strats every now and then is just fun, mixing it up. Right, see you in a sec.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Alright, sad as it is, we had to close our Heraldric cube. and get back out from the cow level. Man, that's certainly something. Yeah, sign up for RHL Season 14 is the takeaway message here. I'm gonna take a look at this map. It is Wormrat. Never seen that one before either, but I guess new season, new maps. And since I'm out of the loop, this also uses this dead tree tile set. I like it. Purple dead tree. Alright, faction check this time around. It is Germany for Blackened and Ritz for FazzerX. Someone in the comments recently, someone who must have been new to OpenRA, has asked, do all pro matches end at tier 1.5? No, they don't. It's usually just that if you have acquired too much of an early game lead, it's hard to get into tier 3. And some players shun away from tier 3 because it is certainly a lot more micro-intensive, especially if you're going for some crazy Soviet MiG strategies, or if you're going for flak Tesla strategies. Those require a lot of attention and micro. Positioning, unit targeting. And I guess tier 1.5 pushes are just easier to execute. But that doesn't mean that they are not a valid strategy. Alright, again, FazzerX is getting really creative with some of his rifle placements, I think. Oh, this is such a good idea. If he hurries up. He has waited too long. This would have been an insanely good snipe. However... Oh, too bad. Too bad. Moving just now. Way too late now. The engineer, if he would have taken this path, because this is a path, I think, then he would have fallen for the ambush. But no. But alas. Okay, let's zoom back to this base and put on the production tab. Yeah, just similar timings, and this is probably going to be a ranger opener for both, because those are wide maps, and on those large scale assault maps, the light tank doesn't cover enough ground, whereas the ranger can be pretty much anywhere at any given time, plus it just scouts so well. Gives you, like, the intel is more important than the combat stats at that point. Ranger build, exactly. Blackened has a pillbox ready, just doesn't want to get caught off guard. And that's going to be into harvesters, so just stock standard. Probably a 5 harvester into MCV build, if I were to take an educated guess, because this is really a map where this is one of the super solid strategies. It's just a large map, you need to expand early on. That is not true for all, but certainly for this map. Also, Ranger is just more efficient at picking off scouts, and usually this early into the game you're gonna see single rifle scouts more than anything else. Okay, how ambitious does Blackened want to get here? Does he want to try for a capture? No, sir. Yeah, those are some decent pickoffs. The Ranger can get some value for his money. In the middle, okay, Fazzer has claimed the hospital. It's a freebie, so why not? Just missing the Ranger. And Blackened's Ranger is probably going to go back and patch up. There is 5 rockets already, plus a medic. Ooh, this is an expensive army. Okay. FazzerX going for the back lines, trying to see if he can find an opening. Just deploying the engineer in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. That certainly is a strat. Where's he going? Okay. Full on Mission Impossible mode. Oh crap, I don't want to get copyright struck. It's okay, I only sung like 2 seconds of that. And the algorithm ain't picking up on that shit. Thank you, biased almighty algorithm. Single file formation. And I like the double light vehicle combination from FazzerX. If this is played right, this can be insane. Okay, Ranger from Blackened is... Oh, just barely not going down. Is he trying to commit? Yes, sir. Oh, beautiful. I think he could have pushed for more even. Would have been risky though. No, that was a really good call from FazzerX. Be happy with your wins. He could have maybe pushed deeper, but it's fine the way it is. Finally, the hospital paying off. Subsidized healthcare, ladies and gentlemen. Takes a tank shell to the back up to full health. No cost incurred. Yeah. Be glad that you didn't pick the United States faction. This guy would have been like 2 million in debt. And his family would have been in indentured servitude for like 2 generations. So, yeah. Good call on that one. Sorry, couldn't resist. Ooh, this is again one of those maps with gem mines. I don't know if gem mines so close to your base is a good idea. This is really a make or break, like a deal breaker scenario. If you lose access to this gem mine, you just lose the game. Because that yields you so much, or if you fail to expand in a timely manner. So I don't know if I like that. Very binary. At least this time the scouts have picked up on the army movement of Blackened. And in comes the ranger. Is he gonna see the flank? I don't think he sees it. No, he has no clue that this is happening. Oh no. Oh no, he's left in the dark. Okay, we're seeing another engagement here. Yep, they have successfully circumnavigated the defensive perimeter. Oh, it has been revealed though. Okay, this needs to be a pillbox here. Otherwise, if he loses his tech, it's a problem for him. Gets the forward command though, plus the expansion. Beautiful. Wait, you should definitely finish the forward command, my friend. That gives build radius. Oh, no, 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 no. Buddy! Okay, pillbox has been established, so I think this is going to be dealt with. Okay. Gets everything that it wanted. There is still an MCV. I think he scouted it. Just barely. But didn't lose anything on this side, so really good trade for for FazzerX. Yep. Found some really decent economical damage. And FazzerX is floating 9k. Right, he's on 7 harvesters. He is probably maxing out his production. And as a result, he's super, super far ahead. Getting a radar dome now. Oh! Is MCV in peril? Let's see, can the mediums chase? I think, yeah. Mediums are giving chase, and that's gonna be a dead MCV. The Husk is still alive, though. There is no more build radius. This is a problem. He needs his armies to converge. How has Blackened so much army? How does he have such an army lead? What? How? Why? This is just confusing all around. I guess it was really a matter of FazzerX not spending his money efficiently. It's like in StarCraft, if you have, you know, 1 or 2 production facilities and your opponent's just warping in 20 zealots at a time. What can you do? Like the best amount of, the best top tier micro can't save you from that army disparity. Ooh, nice little flank though. Getting something of value. Engineer from FazzerX, where's it going? Could at least get some of the tech. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And this is a very well fortified base. You don't want to attack into this. The economy is not looking good for him anymore. 35 under 56k. At least getting a harvester. How about a second harvester though? He needs to really hard commit. Oh, there is no focus fire, and thus the harvester lives. I don't know if you can come back from this one. Are you gonna be able to bounce back from 14k army discrepancy with double helipad? Never say never. I'd fancy my chances at that one. Artillery as well. I don't know if it's so far behind. Building stuff. Really, Blackened was operating at full capacity. Just his forges, despite the econ not backing him up, his forges were firing. And Fazzer was floating 9k. So that was your problem. You had a 9k bank at some point and basically forgot to spend it. But yeah, this has been a really good series. This is gonna continue to be a really good series. For now, we're I think at a 4-2. Yeah, 4-2. And there is more to this series, and after that there's another FazzerX series that I want to highlight. Probably not as long as this one, but certainly worth casting. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm always glad to get skilled newcomers into the community. And if there's a takeaway message for today, spend your money wisely. Not in real life, you know. In real life, just I guess you spend it on 2 rolls of toilet paper and 2 bags of salad and chips, and then it's gone. But in OpenRA, just spend it smartly, invest it prudently, and just don't float 9k. And also sign up for RHL Season 14. You may want to bolster your banks because there's some cash prizes yet again. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time with the conclusion to this series, as well as I guess afterwards there's going to be another series courtesy of Mr. FazzerX. I'll see you next time. 5 aces out.
Battle control terminated.